What's your overall reaction?
Another time disappointing results, the disappointing performance today as well. Another time conceding in 5 minutes a goal. Yeah.
How concerning is this defensive problem now as you go through these weeks? Because it's happening too often, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. Again, conceding 3 goals is far too much if you want to win a game of football. The first one was a set piece, which is maybe something, if you concede goals over, something you might expect because they're so strong on set pieces. Second one, counter-attack. I think one of the things they're very, very, very good at as well. We didn't defend that well at all. Now then we were lucky, or we did something well to still be in the game at halftime, because we did score the 2-1, and then in the second half a penalty made it hardly impossible for us to win here today, or to get a result here today.
You've seen that penalty again. What's your thought on that?
Yeah, difficult. The referee gave a free kick. I'm not too sure if he would have given the penalty for that, but yeah, he gives a free kick, and then the VR says it's inside. Yeah, then you have to accept that if it's inside and the referee has given a free kick, then it's overturned to a penalty. If I look at the same situation from Cody Gakpo in the first half, for me that was more than this one. But yeah, you cannot compare these situations because the referee, I don't think he was planning to give a penalty for it. But when it turned out to be inside, it was overturned to a penalty.
Moments to look back on with positivity. Mo Salah, that was a terrific goal from him, so he's back amongst the goals.
Yeah, that's always positive that he scores a goal. Good moment from Dominic Szoboszlai as well, who won the ball out of a high press, and a great finish from Mo. Yes, indeed.
And finally, you are in uncharted territory, aren't you? For you, losing these 4 league matches in a row, for the football club, how are you dealing with it? How do you deal with it?
No, I would almost say as if you win, but that's not completely true. We, as always, what I have to do is look at what we do wrong and what we do well. And today, I do have a clear idea of what we have to improve, but that has not always been the same situation in all the other games. So it's every time a different problem that costs us the game. And today I don't think we did the basics right. So too many duels were lost, too many second balls weren't won. And that was for me the first time in the last 4 games, but that was for me the main thing what we have to improve looking at this game.
Keith, superb win for us today. Can you summarise how you're feeling right now?
Probably not, no. This is the most relaxed I can be in an interview, and I have to do lots after a game, so just very proud of everybody really. There's always 11 players that are on the grass at any given stage, but it's everything around it. The staff, the players that don't start, that have to come on, the ones that are supporting, that don't get on the pitch, the fans, just everything around it. I felt, something's just in the air. I felt good coming into the game, but you're playing the Premier League champions, so there's obviously going to be a difficult evening ahead, and I thought the way we approached the game was just fearless.
Talking about playing the Premier League champions, we started with a 4 at the back today. We've obviously played at 5 at times this season. Why was it that you decided to sort of go with that? Obviously in the end it paid off.
Didn't want to change the team after Monday night really. Kind of made my mind up on that pretty soon after West Ham, but then even though you have an idea the way Liverpool play, and I kept an eye on the Frankfurt game on Wednesday, I just felt we'd have to find ways within that system to deal with what they would throw at us. I thought we were too good on Monday to change the team and the structure of the team, so I wanted to reward the players that played really well against West Ham. That couldn't change for me, and then the way we played, let's have a go, let's have a right go off Liverpool and see what we can achieve, and we've achieved a pretty good result.
You've mentioned before in post-match interviews about wanting Brentford to play a certain way and about the intensity and various things like that, and it felt like today we got that to a T. Is that how you felt as well?
Yeah, I think naturally they're going to have periods in the game. I thought they controlled much of the first, I don't know what it was, 10-15 minutes. They were good, they were moving the ball pretty swiftly. Then I felt there was a shift in the game where we really got on top. We started to make life really uncomfortable. halfway through the first half we were cemented in their half, causing them problems, feeding our attacking players really well. Set pieces were constantly a threat, obviously. So yeah, I felt we deservedly took the lead, and unfortunately we didn't get into half-time at 2-0, but very worthy of it.
Obviously getting 3 goals tonight against a team that's been so impressive over the last season, and I guess so far this season maybe not so much, but how well is that, I guess, front 4 of Damsgaard, Thiago, Sharda and Dango? Obviously 3 of them getting on the score sheet today, Dam's getting an assist as well. How impressed have you been with them? Because it feels like they're just growing game on game.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's probably been alluding to certain things over the last few weeks, and you don't want to get too ahead of yourself, but there's signs of it, that it's clicking, it's gelling. Naturally players are getting into a rhythm of maybe 9-10 games in around what it looks like and feels like, and those relationships that are building. But I think if you ask most Premier League defenders, would they enjoy playing against that front 3 and 4? I don't think they would.
And defensively as well, I guess when Liverpool got that second goal, I think a lot of people in the stadium might have been worried, especially when you think about what Liverpool were doing at the start of the season, scoring a lot of late goals. What was going through your head?
Whether to change it, I felt we could have refreshed it potentially a tiny bit earlier, but there's no blame. I thought just the way the players approached the game and the way they just defended, especially when you've got a goalkeeper going up front, corners, Van Dijk's playing as a centre forward, they're throwing everything at it. Top players, so it can only take a moment, but the way we defended throughout really, I thought was outstanding as a team, not just the back 4. Queeving in goal, pull off some good saves, but I don't think I got rose in the glass, and I think we deserved what we got tonight.
I know obviously you weren't necessarily happy with the goals they scored, but how close to that was that to a perfect performance for you?
Yeah, I think you need to put it into context that we've just beaten the Premier League champions. I don't think that can be lost on us. So it's a really significant result for us as a football club, and I think in particular for us in this new chapter of the club's history. I know we've had big nights here before. There's been a lot of hype around the football club, as everyone knows, over the last few months. Some doubters, understandably, I would say, but I think what goes on a day-to-day basis, weekly basis, not everyone's privy to that. We're a special football club and a special group.
I know you won't want to think too much about next week, you'll want to celebrate tonight, but how do we change the mindset of going against the Premier League champions to going against Grimsby in the Cup next week?
Yeah, very easily, really easily for me. I've been to Grimsby on a few occasions. I think it's a real test for us. I haven't studied them too much yet because I don't like to look too far ahead from game to game, but we'll be quickly on that tomorrow morning. We'll debrief here, players will recover. We're trying them on the pitch now so we can have a bit of a light day tomorrow, and we'll approach Grimsby with a real intent and focus, and yeah, that won't be an issue.
Awesome. Thanks, Keith.
Tom, man.